thousands of pilgrims from southern Africa and beyond gathered at the Bernard Mizeki Shrine in Zimbabwe to commemorate the life of Bernard Mizeki, an African evangelist martyred in 1896. The Anglican celebrations, which were the first to be held at the martyr's shrine in more than 5 years, were characterized by joyful singing, dancing, and prayer despite extremely low nighttime temperatures. During the service, Harare Bishop Chad Gandia recounted how the Anglican Church had managed to survive the ordeal when its properties, including the shrine, were seized by excommunicated Bishop Norbert Kunonga.
Some people thought we were mad simply because we encouraged you all to simply pray. And as we prayed, we were chucked out of our buildings. Some of our people were arrested. All kinds of evil were done to our people. But we remained resolute.
After the service, pilgrims swarmed the trail leading to the hilltop, from where it's believed Bernard Mizeki's body miraculously disappeared. Faithful Anglicans joined in earnest prayer. Thereafter, many drew water from a natural spring believed to have been used to wash the martyr's wounds. There's a strong belief here that its water has healing qualities. But why has this particular area in this rural part of Zimbabwe gained such high levels of significance among African Christians?
Bernard Mizeki and his family used to live in this place. And actually that round thatched hut was one of his rooms. And the altar is built right in the middle of one of his huts. And then there's a fenced off area just below the main altar to your left. That used to be his kitchen. So they lived here. But the thing with Bernard Mizeki is, one, he was committed to God. There was no doubt about that. But secondly, he was committed to the people he was called to serve.
Bernard Mizeki left his home in Mozambique on a mission to share the gospel message with Africans in neighboring countries. His life and subsequently his death here in Zimbabwe marked him out as one of the most important figures of Christianity in Africa.
The life of Bernard Mizeki and people like him, I think, is so important, and only quite recently are we discovering how much the gospel of Jesus Christ grew in Africa through Africans. We often think of Europeans bringing the gospel, which in part is true, but it spread mainly through Africa. And often people we don't know the names of, people unheard, unseen. But thankfully in his case, we know about his story, about his sacrifice.
The commitment and sacrifice of Bernard Mizeki continues to inspire many young people who learn from the martyr's courage and example, and many of whom also traveled to the shrine.
Oh, I've learned that as I am a student, I should be a persistent person, whatever that I'm doing.
So I urge my fellow youths really to come together and to emulate the life that Bernard Mizeki did.
But, I just like the Anglican change. It just inspires me.
With about 20,000 people gathered in one area, the local community saw a huge business opportunity and set up countless restaurants and stores serving sumptuous local dishes. Throughout the event, the zeal to sing and dance never dwindled. Anglicans continued to display an amazing cocktail of music in various African languages. It seemed that despite the low nighttime temperatures or scorching daytime heat, nothing could stop them from praising and worshiping God. As the celebrations drew to a close, it was clear that the seed sowed by Bernard Mizeki had sprouted, producing a crop of faithful, prayerful, and dedicated Anglicans across Southern Africa.